everybody, welcome to a special episode of the Charisma Check podcast. I'm your host and referee, Peter Johnson, and I'm here today to play a hack of the simple rules light RPG Tunnel Goons that was created by Nate Treme of Highland Paranormal Society fame. My hack of it is called Dystopia Goons, and I'm playing it today with my friends. Specifically, to my right,
Carl Blue playing as Fergalburg, Lucius Valentino II.
and to his right,
Adam Flynn playing Phineas Bartholomew Belfontaine Esquire.
and to his right,
Jacob playing as Mungo.
and to his right,
Nathan Wintermute playing as Derrekson.
and to his right.
Chris playing
Robert Lachlan the Bruce.
All right, yeah, we're all a bunch of goons, and
I am the buffiest of all the
yeah,
goons.
this system is super simple. I'll put a link to it in the description of this. But essentially, anything you do, I set a difficulty score for, and then these guys will roll 2d6 and add any applicable modifiers from their 3 stats or their equipment. And if they beat it, they succeed. How much they succeed by can determine how much damage they do in combat, or how much, if they fail, how much damage they take from failing. And
it's just like real life.
yeah, that's it.
You're either good or you're not good.
Yeah, get good, as the kids say.
Get goon.
Yeah, get good.
Get goon.
This setting for Dystopia Goons, which I will also release for anybody, because everyone should play
Yeah,
it.
you get a goon.
Yeah,
you get a goon.
everybody gets a goon. Basically, about 200 years ago, the prophet foretold the end of the world. And the sages in this community set up a ward to protect everyone from this impending apocalypse. So for 200 years, people have been under this bubble of protection, or whatever it is. Living their lives, trying to get by, scraping up what food and water and shelter they can, and trying to entertain themselves. And after 200 years, things have gotten really boring. So the sages have decided they're going to send some goons, some adventurers out into the world to find new prospects in this post-apocalyptic world. And that's where our characters enter. So we're all ready to go. You guys have all been given cloaks and bags, and you've scrounged together the things you think you might need from your lives, and you head out through the wards. You find yourselves atop, totally to your surprise, an enormous plateau where this ward has been. And down below, you see a vista of many different environments just spread out before you that you can see out to the horizon, being the highest point you can see. Basically, that's where you start. It looks like if you look around, there's one way you can probably get down this plateau. 3 of the sides of this are sheer, like, vertical drops. And the third one to the west is a kind of gently sloping path downwards.
I think the way is obvious.
I say, fancy a stroll, gents?
Let's go.
What's the stroll?
Calm down, Mungo. Just gonna go for a little walkabout.
Let me grab me knife first.
All right. Well, the sky above you is kind of tinged with yellow. And you can see there are clouds in the sky, and they're mostly white, but they're this weird kind of pearlescent sheen in them. And as you start heading towards the west on the slope, you see it leads into a dense forest of some kind. So once you start strolling down and, kind of getting the footholds you can, eventually this kind of red rock of the plateau breaks way into more friendly earthen ground, and you start seeing plants everywhere.
I say, does anybody know if any of these might be good for a little bit of a nibble?
Mungo's already eaten one.
Mungo,
I say, old boy, spit that out.
no, wait. Mungo, roll a d6 for me.
2.
2. Mungo, when you turned to him, was drinking out of a pitcher plant that looks like a pitcher. And you see it's like this kind of bluish liquid, and it's very sweet and tasty.
This is
It tastes a
delicious.
lot like blue Kool-Aid.
This is delicious. You want to try some?
I will.
Here you go, Derek.
Thank you.
Sorry, didn't mean to call you by your middle name.
Appreciate it. It's Derek.
There you go, Derek.
Thanks.
God, what have I gotten into?
Derek, son.
It's Mr. Derrekson.
Mr. Derrickson was my father. He called me Derrick.
Do either of you feel funny?
Not at all.
My mom said I have a sense of humor.
Ah, very well. Pass that pitcher over here.
Yep. Tastes like blue Kool-Aid.
Derek will fill his water skin.
Pour all the water we have.
Yeah, you pour out your water.
Mungo is doing the same.
No, I'm sorry. I'll drink all the water I have real quick.
And there's a whole like little patch of these. There's a bunch of different, when you look around, pitcher plants, and they have different flavors.
Can I look for seeds? Like seeds off of the,
Yeah,
the
sure.
pitcher plants? What kind of check do I need to do for that?
You can just do it. You're a farmer. You're a farmer. You know how to find seeds.
Can I find a watermelon flavor?
So you'll add, if you want, a pouch of seeds or whatever to your inventory.
just a small
Yeah.
little pouch of seeds.
You can add that to your inventory. It will take up an inventory space.
I
Okay.
want to find possibly berries because Ferg's really hungry.
You're just gonna look around for food.
Yeah, I'm just
roll
gonna
roll
walk
another
off
d6 for me.
and- 2.
Okay, can you explain how the inventory works?
Okay, so the inventory, you
Explain
have an
all the
inventory
rules of the game.
score. And that inventory score is how many items you can comfortably carry.
Okay.
Once you exceed that number of items, you'll get -1 on your rolls for each item above it for whatever check you're trying to make.
And our bags do not count, right?
No, the bags
Bags
do
and
not
cloaks
count. The
don't
bags
count.
are what you're putting stuff
Do
in.
rations
basically.
count as?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God!
Do they count combined or count
We'll
separately?
say it's combined.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say,
All right.
I'm already full.
Here
Is there a way we can increase?
Yes, when you advance.
Advance through the forest?
No, like level up basically, which you do after every session,
Oh,
regardless of what happens.
and that's the
We're
end
only
of the
doing
session.
one session.
All right, that's good. I'm glad you guys listened.
First session done.
Roll a d6 again because he already rolled a 2.
All right. I rolled 2 again.
Roll it again.
4.
4.
4.
You find a tree. Like you start looking around, and then you're sniffing around, and you smell bacon. And then you find a bacon tree.
I run over to the tree as fast as I can.
Yeah, the bark is like bacon.
I'll pull down
Where'd
my,
Lucius
my
going?
turtleneck and I'll just start biting onto the tree bark.
It is raw bacon,
Oh.
but it's like it tastes like
Oh.
maple or like hickory bacon, whatever kind of tree it is.
But
very
it's
slimy.
But it's raw.
Canadian bacon.
I mean, you can still eat it.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
you
just,
find a
do
bacon
you have a
tree.
torch? You can stick a
Yeah.
torch up there.
Where's Phineas? Well, Phineas, you're right there. Where'd Lucius go? I'm terrible with names.
I say, old boy, I think he's over there gnawing at this tree. Bad form.
Can I look around for something else?
Yeah, sure. Roll these things for me. You're just looking around in general.
Yeah, I got a 4.
As you're looking around, you guys are getting closer and closer to the base of the mountain and the where the dense jungle starts beginning. And as you're walking through, Derrekson, right?
Yeah.
Is keeping an eye out, and you see over by one of these bacon trees, kind of slumped up against it, a skeleton. And you see in its hand, there's something like a rolled up sheet of paper.
I say, Derek, What do you see over there?
Oh, there's a little dead body. He's
Is he actually little?
from this distance, yeah.
Well, I think Phineas is going to go over and
Okay. You give it a look.
Yeah, let's give it a look-see.
Okay, you see, it looks like a very humanoid skeleton. You know, arms, legs, torso, ribs. It does, however, have 3 eye sockets. You don't know what's up with that, but it's totally stripped of anything,
1,
any flesh
2,
or skin.
3. That seems odd. What is this thing in its hand?
Mungo puts his hands in the eye sockets like a bowling ball.
While he does that, Phineas is going to read the...
It is a spell scroll of Vivify.
Very good. I'm going to let me just put this here.
What you got there?
Oh, don't worry. It might be helpful in a little while.
Okay. I like you, Phineas.
Well, thank you.
Then, as you're talking, he's taking the scroll, and you have your fingers in the eye sockets. The skeleton starts snapping at you, just suddenly.
Well, you already got your fingers in the socket. Just yeet them.
The
And then
skeleton, the dead thing's alive.
Yeah. Then the body starts standing up.
Rip its head off.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it with my 2x4.
Okay, this is gonna be. This is like, you're gonna be fighting. You'll roll tank, and if you're using a weapon, you'll add 1, and you're trying to beat a difficulty score of 10 to fight this skeleton.
So what I do is I roll 2 die,
Mhm.
2d6, add my tank
Mhm.
bonus,
plus 1
and
for a weapon.
plus
Mhm.
1 for weapon.
Mhm. And if
Okay.
you can think of anything else to convince me that might be applicable to add.
What
another
if
one.
I come with both my 2x4 and my bindle at once?
Okay.
Isn't
Yeah.
your 2x4? Isn't your bindle tied to your?
No,
Okay.
I'm carrying 2.
Yeah, sure. So you'll add another 1 for that.
Okay. 9.
9. Oh no. So you run up and try to just smack it, and the skeleton kind of jukes under your blow and just like punches you in the stomach.
Oh!
So you're gonna take 1 point because you were 1 under the difficulty score.
I say, bad form, good chap. Let's go bonking.
I'm going to pull out my sledgehammer
Yes.
and just bring it right down on his head. Bonk!
Okay. His head is separate from his body. So I'll say
Oh,
if you're just attacking the head, you'll get a bonus
Okay. I'm going to attack the head.
Yeah.
because it can't fight back.
Okay.
All right.
So that is, wow, 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you succeeded like 3 over. So it takes 3 damage. And monsters' difficulty scores also their hit points. So he's at difficulty score 7 now.
Carry on, boys.
Yeah, you just like crush the skull with the sledgehammer, and then the body like shakes its fists at you.
I'll stop eating.
Skeletor!
I'll stop eating the bacon tree and put my turtleneck back up over my mouth. I'll run over with my yo-yo and try to sling it around its legs to tie it up and make it fall.
Oh, cool. Well, we could say, since that's like a maneuver, that could be rogue instead of.
I got a 9.
Okay, yeah. So he is down to 5.
Well, I'm gonna go up and give him a good walloping. But yeah, I'm gonna use my knife.
Your Noff.
My knife.
You're not.
So you'll add 1 for the Noff and 1 for the
1 for the
tank.
north.
1 for the Noff, 1 for the tank.
I got the 7 plus 2,
9.
9.
Okay. So yeah, that takes him to 1. So you run up with your Noff and just kind of like chop him in half. And the rib cage falls to the ground and like in a bunch of pieces. So now it's just legs stomping around and like trying to kick at you guys.
I say, finish him off, Derrekson.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you basically can't fail because he's at 1.
Can I empty out my water skin so he slips?
Yes. Dude, you dump the water in front of him as he's running at you, and he like Hanna-Barbera style like slips and falls and it shatters into pieces. Yay!
Good job, Derrick.
I did it.
Robbie, don't
You
make fun
did
of
do
Derrick.
it. Jolly good show.
Guys, I did. I killed it. I killed it. Oh.
He was already dead, Derrick.
Mungo, you alright? That was a low blow.
I feel fine.
I start drinking straight out of the pitcher plant.
All right. So now, as you're getting closer to the forest, you can see it's very dense, and there are lots of vines overgrowing everything. There are these big, thick, dark green vines with huge spines on them, like 3 or 4 inches.
This place is starting to give me the jeepers.
Yeah. You can also see lots of strange fruit in there, flowers of different colors.
Hey, Mungo, why don't you wrap up some of those thorns around your 2x4?
What would I do that for?
Make it a little bit more punishing. I don't know. Make it hurt more.
Mm.
Oh, hurt more. Okay. If you say so.
I'm
gonna try to do that.
Okay. I'll say to succeed, you're going to make an easy squish check because you're trying to figure out how to do this.
Skullduggery tools
It's
can't
not a
apply to
dangerous. It's not a dangerous thing.
this? Okay.
So you won't take damage if you fail.
5.
Nope. Mungo can't figure it out. You're like trying to grab the vines and get around the spines, and it's not working. And then you like cut one down, but you just can't.
Would we be able to help him?
I mean, yeah, you could try to do it instead, but I'm going to say you only get 1 check each. You can't just keep trying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one. I'll do it. I'll help him.
Okay. What's your squish?
My squish.
0.
My squish is non-existent.
It's all muscle.
It's all muscle. It's 10.
Yeah. Yeah, you figure it out.
Mungo.
I am Mungo now.
Robert the Bruce knows how weapon.
Yeah, so now you have a spiny vine wrap 2x4. So as you guys are kind of dicking around with this, you can then start to see there is some kind of, a little ways down, some kind of path into the forest that looks like it's partially paved.
I'll pull out my guitar and start playing as I'm walking towards that path.
What kind of song is it?
Oh, just some synth music that's really loud. Just
Oh.
to let everybody know that we're in town.
Oh, okay.
And I've been wearing a sousaphone this entire time, and I'll start playing that as well.
Cool.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, when you get over there, you see it's like an in construction kind of road. It looks like part of it has been paved with some kind of asphalt. And then past that, there's a large section of just packed earth. And then down further than that, you see like some cobblestones. It looks like somebody's just kind of cobbling together, if you forgive the pun, some kind of road into this forest.
I say, chaps, what do we make of this?
Does this look new?
You see evidence of like tool marks and footprints and stuff. So you're guessing people are actively working on this.
But does it look new to us so we know what roads look like and stuff?
Oh, you know what roads look
Yeah.
like.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Mungo might.
Does it
not.
look like? Does it look like this construction process has been going on for a while, or is it rather recent? Like
it's-
how compared to South Carolina?
Oh, these roads are way better than South Carolina roads. Anyway, it's enough dicking on my state. So
Where'd you get your sousaphone?
Someone has clearly laid a path for us. Our adventure is legendary already.
Is there any like tools or anything that the construction work?
if you want to look around for stuff,
Yeah.
Roll a d6 for me.
3.
As you guys start like walking down this path a little bit and inspecting things, Mungo, you start to hear like a and then you look up in the tree and you see monkeys.
God, there's naked people up there in the trees. They're covered in fur.
And it's like a weird kind of reddish brown fur. And when you say that, one of them says, "Hey, we're not weird. You're weird. Where's your fur?"
It's right here. And I pick up my overall. And I got a very hairy chest.
Oh, it's chest. All right, good.
Oh no, and all the overalls dropped. And it's hair pretty much all the way down.
And so-
Now I'm just like you.
You take off the overalls, and the body hair is the exact shape of the overalls. And then the monkey says, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about." And then he says, "Hey, you hungry?"
I'm always hungry.
And then he's gonna throw down a bunch of bananas.
Oh, what are those?
So they're bananas.
Oh, okay. Are they? Is that food?
When you say that, you also hear coming from the ground, from the bananas, "Eat me, eat me."
I'm thinking
Well,
Kurt the cat-
I don't see any reason why to deny him his request.
Peel, peel,
anyone-
peel, peel.
Yeah,
Chomp.
As you're peeling it, they go, "Yes, yes, yes." Ah! And then you bite into it, and it's like, "Yes."
Does anyone else
Never
remember
met
that
food
weird
that was
episode
so
of Courage the
excited to be
Cowardly Dog?
eaten. Good form.
It's delicious.
I've come to the point
But
I
it
think
is-
all of Peter's
I was about to
ideas
say,
come from
just-
Courage the Cowardly
It's a little
Dog.
pink on the inside.
Don't chew it, just one gulp.
I don't know what you're implying, Robert, but I eat my bananas normally, thank you very much.
One has no time to chew. Just gulp it down and be done with it.
So yeah, you have a whole bunch of bananas that want to be eaten if you want to keep those or distribute them. Or
Mungo's gonna walk right up to you, butt naked and all. I was like, "Is those good?"
Sure, have one. But cover yourself.
I look at the banana. I look down. I look back at the banana. I put my overalls back on.
yeah,
Oh, thank God.
probably a good idea.
I'm good. Thank you though.
And I'm gonna stow the rest of them into my bag.
Cool.
So now we're just gonna have
Talking bananas.
now we're just gonna have bananas in your bag saying, "Eat me, eat me."
I will later. Hold on.
Please eat me.
You can wait. Get in there.
Get in there. Shut up.
Have you
Shut up, bananas.
Is there a way we can? I don't know a better term for this. Gag them, like shut them up.
You want a banana gag?
Sure, like to keep them quiet.
They're in my
They make
bag.
Stickers.
They didn't have mouths, so you don't know how they're.
Oh,
They're in my bag. The bag
so
is
they
closed.
don't even have the banana stickers either. Like
They don't have.
just we're just gonna put this over your mouth real quick.
They have
They
googly
grow.
eyes.
They
on-
grow with the stickers on them.
They have googly eyes, as right?
They do now.
It doesn't matter. They're in the bag.
The googly eyes are under the peel, though. So
Oh,
when you peel them, you see the googly eyes, and then.
oh.
Anyway, yeah. While you're doing all this, the monkeys just leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
The monkey
I
doesn't
say
want
this
us?
this
No.
expedition has already yielded fruit.
No, very
Jolly good.
Very fruitful.
and water, kinda.
oh. By the way, Ferg is a carnivore.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Just he doesn't eat any.
no
He
vegetables.
only eats meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just raw bacon. So far.
Why didn't you grab any of those bacon acorns? You could plant a bacon tree.
Acorn.
Acorns.
Is there any more bacon trees around?
Oh,
Roll a d6 for me.
man.
See if you find any.
6.
No, but you find more of those trees with the bananas that want to be eaten on them.
I'm good.
Yeah, the whole tree, once you walk up to it, is screaming, "Eat me, eat me, eat me,
Eat me.
Feed me, Seymour.
feed me to you."
Even the tree is talking?
No,
Oh.
no, the tree's not talking.
The tree's like, take them away.
I'll pass on that.
I'll grab
That
a
ain't my
banana off,
style, you know.
And I'm not gonna peel it. I'm just gonna smell it and bite it in half. And I'm gonna spit it out and go. "Eh." That doesn't taste like meat to me.
It is kind of pink in the middle, though. So
Oh.
Mhm.
I'll dig out the pink with my hand.
You know, if you like meat that much, I know a guy named Cassius.
And now we are definitely in Acadia.
okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
I do say, I think we've done a pretty good job of finding sustenance, but I'm bored. Does anybody see anything that might alleviate this interminable boredom?
Well, it's a shame the monkey left. So he would have had some fun games, I bet.
Monkey game.
Monkey games.
Do you think they went into a barrel?
Well, that's where monkeys live.
Huh. Generally, as you know it.
Can we find?
I'm going to look around for a giant barrel.
Roll a d6 for me.
1.
1. As you're walking around looking for a barrel that these monkeys might have escaped into, you find a large stump of a tree with what looks like a rusted sword sticking out of it.
I say now, this seems interesting.
I'm going to try to pull it from the tree.
Make a tank check for me.
That is going to be an 8.
Nope. It is stuck fast.
Oh,
Can I take the whole tree instead?
It's a large stump. It's maybe 3 feet
I
wide.
got a strong knife. I can dig around it.
I'm going to go up to the sword and the stump.
Mm-hmm.
The sword and the
And-
stump.
The sword and the stump.
And I'm gonna look at it and be like, I'm gonna take my 2x4 and I'm gonna try to like cleave some of the 2x4 off and make it sharper.
You're gonna use
So
the
now you
sword.
so now you have a sharpened vine wrapped 2x4.
Yeah.
So it's no longer a 2x4. It's you got to do it into a
It's like
spear.
a spear, yeah.
It's
A serrated spear.
2x4 board.
2x spear.
Yeah, 2x4 spear.
Serrated 2x4 spear.
Derek, might you try your hand at this thing?
Oh, okay. So I'll walk over
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna use my Shaolin spade
Yeah.
to, I guess, pry it out.
You're gonna use leverage. Okay. So
When you
yeah.
use it, you have to say Shaolin Showdown.
You'll have to you'll add your tank and 1 for physics.
I rolled a 10.
That's just enough. Yeah. You see Derek go up to it and start prying at it with the leverage under the stump, and then you hear and it like pops up and clatters to the ground.
It's jolly good.
Yeah. And then when the sword pops up, the stump starts bleeding.
Oh no!
I would like to look in my survival manual to
Okay.
see if why on earth all these plants are talking and bleeding and alive.
I'll be like, oh no! Here, I'll put it back.
I'm gonna use my survival manual to try to block the wound.
Well, we can see who has the brains in this outfit.
Yeah, make a squish check for me. With your-
Squish.
Do we all have survival manuals?
Yeah, that's going to be a 7 on the squish check.
7 plus 1 for the manual, we'll say.
Oh, well, in
So
that
an
case,
8.
an 8.
That's good enough. That's an easy check. From what you know in this manual, it actually does like predate the apocalypse, but you find a section in about like genetic engineering and people trying to cross plants and animals before the whole, being sequestered in the dome for 200 years. So you're guessing maybe something has happened here where plants and animals have been fused in this area.
Is that a survival book or a history book?
I guess it's a little of both.
It's so old, yeah. It's
Right
kind
now,
of
it's a
both.
medicine book.
So he's cramming his manual into the wound.
Yeah, pretty much. It stops bleeding. You can staunch the bleeding with your book.
So now the question is of the sword. You pulled it out. Perhaps you should use it. You're the...
Well, it's a little sharp.
It's actually not very sharp. It's heavily rusted. And now that it's popped out, you can see the end of it is kind of broken off at an angle.
I say, Fergalburg, might you want a more traditional weapon?
I'll look at my really cool metal yo-yo. It's got flames on it, and it's got that oil slick kind of look. I'll say, yeah, sure. How big is the sword?
It's like a long sword with the end kind of broken off. So you could use it in one hand and stabby,
Does it look like it will break or snap if you swing at something?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Tried cutting some of those bananas. See how they cut.
I'll walk right up to a tree and just hit it.
Okay. You just like hack at the tree.
Yeah, just
And
one gets hit.
Is it a bacon tree or is it? You find a bacon tree and you start cutting bacon off of it, and it works surprisingly well. You like chop off some sections of bacon.
No shaky hilt. No
Nope.
breaking.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, and it seems well balanced.
Are y'all sure y'all want me to have this?
It does, however, get rust.
I got old trusty right here.
It gets rust in the bacon that you're cutting off, but you know.
That's flavor.
Yeah.
So if you
It's
were to
just
hit some
iron.
living thing, you'd add rust damage.
You might give somebody tetanus. Yeah.
Tetanus damage.
Yay, that will kill them in 6 months.
Eventually.
Yeah. They get locked
If only
jaw.
tetanus was a thing in D&D.
Could
This isn't
be.
D&D. This is Tunnel Goons.
Or,
Yeah.
or any
Yeah.
RPG.
This is Dystopia Goons. Maybe it's like mutant tetanus.
What if we had a Fallout
Ooh.
RPG?
Anyway, yeah, you got a sweet rusty sword.
Sweet.
Be sure to mark that in your inventory.
Yeah.
Does it actually taste sweet?
You want to take some of that there bacon?
Make sure you note that it's rusty. You just wrote longsword. It's important.
All right.
You know, the sages said to bring back board games, correct?
Why, yes, Mungo. I'm surprised you remembered that. Good form.
Well, I was just thinking, I have my old trusty right here. It's a board. So all we now need is a game to play with the board. Right? So if I stick it in the ground and I put my head on it and I spin around real quick and then do something after that, would that be a game? Is that
Oh.
a board game?
Yes, but given that you've sharpened the end of it, maybe it's a little bit of a short game.
Right, maybe I should put the sharp end down on the bottom.
There you go, Mungo.
Thank you.
Good
Nick.
form.
Just
Excellent.
spin the board with you. You don't want to spin your hands on the board. You got those thorns on it.
Oh, that's at the end of the board.
I thought that was all over the board.
To the sharp end, right?
I just wrapped it all over the board.
So you have to grab the spikes to even use
You have to
it.
grab it
Yeah.
between them.
You've got great traction.
Everyone's entertaining myself. I'll take
What?
my sword.
Wait, everyone's entertaining myself?
What?
Themselves.
Themselves.
I'm going
Yes.
to take my
Come on.
sword, and I don't really have a place to put it, so I will put it in my duffel bag and jab it through to at the end.
Okay. Let
I
me
like how
remember
most
that.
of us are all like,
Peter's eventually going to roll. Something falls out. You don't know what.
Mhm.
Nothing important.
Yeah, just your food.
And your yo-yo.
No!
My yo-yo is always in my hand. Always.
Even when you're using a sword.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like flipped around, just be on my knuckle.
You have like a holster on the back
Yeah.
of your hand.
Oh yeah.
just to eject the yo-yo.
Well, gentle persons, then. Why don't we move a little
I
further
know
down
I'm
this
gentle.
road?
Oh no.
Mungo, just follow the group.
Mungo
Okay.
is just Mungo.
Well, why don't we follow the way down the road?
Okay.
What say
Is
everybody?
it overgrown or is it still a path?
No, the road continues. There are sections of packed earth, followed by concrete slabs, followed by packed earth, followed by asphalt, followed by packed earth, followed by cobblestone. Like
I'm going to take one of the stones out and just throw it and be like, haha, they're going to hate that.
what a dick. After a while, it's getting pretty late in the day. Sun's starting to go down, and through the low light that's coming through the canopy anyway, it's getting very dark very quickly.
What are the days always is short? Haha.
I'm gonna look at my now blood
I
soaked.
like that Chris's character thinks he's funny and laughs at his own jokes, and no one else does.
I'm gonna look at my now blood-soaked survival manual.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to see if it has anything on how to build a tent. Out
It is
of
all blood.
sticks and stuff.
Yeah, make a squish check for me.
Squish.
Yeah, it's very squishy now.
6 or 7.
7? No, you can't find it. If it was in there, you
I
can't
started to
find
put
it,
the-
or it's
the
like been
book
ruined
over
by
my
blood.
head and lay down. I'm going to bed, guys.
Do you think we should build a fire, warm and cozy?
We could cook some of that bacon.
I'll go out and chop some wood with me trusty knife.
The butter knife.
Butter knife.
Excuse me, Fergalburg, can I borrow your sword?
Oh, that's an uncomfortable amount of laughter surrounding that.
Careful with swords you grab.
I'll look at my
Can
bag,
I look at your sword, please?
and as we were walking, my holes increased, so I just pull the sword right out.
So I'm gonna try to knock the sword against my hammer and create sparks.
Oh boy. Okay. Make a squish
Are
check.
you
for
putting
that
it on
one.
any tinder? Or
We'll give you a plus
I'm just gonna
one,
see if it's possible.
an extra +1 because of your ingenuity.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
That
it's a
is
little
even
worked
with the squish and the +1, that's a 5.
It's a nice idea, but maybe the rust is
So
keeping it from.
I'll ask for your hammer, and I'll get my yo-yo, and I'll see if I can make a spark.
Oh. You also make a squish check.
Perfect.
He's all squish.
wait, should it be an extra because
a
it's a
squishy
flaming
boy.
yo-yo?
There are flames on the yo-yo.
That's true.
That
Yeah, I'll
means it
give you
is-
an extra +1.
All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8?
8 is good enough. You get some sparks.
I would like my hammer back now, sir.
But
Where's the wood?
Walking around.
Robert, did you find some wood?
I
Did
got
I
wood.
find
I
burnable
put my
wood?
2x4 over.
did I find some wood that's
Roll-
not bacon?
Roll a d6.
A 6.
As you're walking around looking for like dried wood and stuff laying around on the ground that would be easy tinder, you start to hear like noises and sounds like little little voices. It's so tiny little voices, like you can barely even hear what they're saying. Off like maybe a few trees down.
I'll go and investigate after I get some wood. I'll carry the wood with me.
Okay. You walk up and you see a small clearing where there is, against one of the trees, what looks like a dartboard mounted to a tree. And then you see standing around collections of meeples that are piled up on top of each other to look like big meeples. And they're holding darts and they're like playing a game of darts.
I'm going to drop the wood. Be like, "Oi, that looks fun.
Do we hear that? Do we hear him say, "Oh, that looks fun"?
Yeah, sure.
Mind if I join you?"
It's very loud.
I haven't had fun in 27 years.
Can I?
Hang on, Robert,
wait
I'm
back.
coming.
You're gonna throw your knob
How-
at the
my-
dartboard.
How big is the board?
It's like a regular dartboard, so it's like maybe 2 feet. It's
It's a little too small for me, knife.
yes.
Yes.
The meeples, like one of the collective of meeples, they're gonna talk to you all at once, like as one, and they'll say, "Take this," and they hand you one of the darts.
I'm going to run up to one of the meeples and
I'm going
thinking
to-
that everything that talks is food now.
Oh,
I'm going to try to eat a meeple.
All right, make a tank check for me to see if you can eat this.
While he's doing that, can I like
Oh!
overly
11.
like
11.
Yeah.
Yeah. You run up, you like start wrestling one of these meeples and just shove some of them in their mouth, and they're screaming all the time. And you're just crunching up these little meeples.
I'm going to stop. Be like, Mungo, stop that, they friend.
At this point, they like start picking up the darts and they're throwing darts at you now,
At me?
Uh-oh.
at everybody.
All right.
Oh.
They're
I was going to
missing-
pat one of them on the head.
No,
We're
too
gonna.
late.
It's bonking time.
Dang it, Mungo.
Wait, do I still
I
have my
don't even know the
hammer?
rules of this game.
I'm running through back.
Never mind. I have the sword though.
Yeah, you're like randomly setting leaves and stuff on fire.
Trying to reach.
You're creating a path of flames.
So, Peter, while we're fighting these people, can I still ask the rules of the game?
Yeah, sure.
So
Do you need a chart that has the rules? 'Cause
No.
The dart game.
The dart game.
okay.
Yeah, they'll like explain how to play darts to you.
Like, by darting
Using
guys.
you as a target.
Yeah, they're like, stand back here and you throw the dart and you have to get in the end. Like, there's like different rings or different scores and like you keep track and they're just explaining everything while they're throwing darts at you.
Does the darts hurt?
Well, are you going to fight back?
Or do they hurt?
Well,
Is that a question?
Okay. That's
Hey,
not how
what-
this works.
Oh.
You need to do something now. Are you trying to dodge them? Are you fighting back?
I'm going to
Are you-
pat one of them on the head.
Okay, so we'll say you're going to
Just
try
getting
to.
pelted by darts,
So
and you're going to
basically,
pat it
you're
on the
trying
head.
to talk them out of, or persuade them to not fight you. Then, right?
Yes.
So make a squish check for me. We'll call that squish.
5.
Nope. You like walk up to one of them to try to pat it on the head, and you're like talking to it, and what it throws a dart right in your face. It just sticks like
Ding.
in your temple, and you're just bleeding. And it's like a solid steel, like right in.
Ooh.
There's some permanent damage there. So you're gonna take 4 damage because the DS is 9 right now.
So I'm going to go in and I'm gonna say, "You!" yelling at one of the meeples.
Mhm.
Drop to the ground.
Command.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
So I'm
You're gonna
going.
cast command. We
Yeah,
got
I'm
our
gonna-
first spell here.
Yep. So when I do this, action roll against that spell's difficulty score using squish.
Okay.
That is actually going to be 9.
Oh, that is what it is now because Mungo ate some of them. So, yeah, so it works. So they just do what you say.
Yeah, they just they obey a single sentence command that will not cause it harm. So I'm just going to say,
Yo, lay down here.
And then one of the collectives of meeples just collapses, just like, and all of them are now laying face down in like a sheet of meeples.
As I'm running through, I'll say, "We have bacon."
Can I try to catch some darts inside of my sousaphone?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Are you going to like put them in there so when you blow,
Yes.
it's like
Yes, and yeah, I'm gonna blow really hard and shoot them back.
Okay, we'll call that rogue because that's a very dexterous kind of thing. And then you're aiming a ranged weapon, basically. You're just shooting
Yeah.
phone darts. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, I got 11.
Oh boy, yeah,
Yeah,
that works.
because I'm a musician.
Bwong.
So their DS is down to 7. Yeah, you catch some of them and like whatever and shoot darts out and like there's like meeples flying everywhere.
Take that.
As I'm sparking more, I will accidentally fling the hammer out as I'm sparking, and I'm going to hit one of the meeples with it.
Okay,
It just flies in.
that would be tank. Yeah,
Oh,
make a
okay.
tank
I guess a hammer
with 1 for the hammer.
weapon. 8.
Yeah, that does 1
Oh,
I'm going
because they're
to.
at 7. So
Can I
Now they're at 6.
reach down and just take one of them, stick him in my bag?
like the meeples.
Yeah.
You're just gonna grab a handful of meeples. That would also, I think, be tank because you
How
just
big are they?
forcibly.
How big are they?
Meeples are like a board game meeple.
Yeah, but I mean, are they not?
The collectives are like thousands of them piled up, so they're maybe like 1.5 feet tall.
Okay, so I ate a whole.
Yeah, you like ate a whole
Chunk of meeples.
chunk of meeples. So
Okay.
like you just ate like a fistful of plastic.
I mean, that won't hurt him. Look at him.
So they're very tiny.
Yeah, they're very tiny and they're all piled up to make a collective that looks like a big one.
These
Oh,
don't crunch like I thought they would.
So you can just grab a handful of them and you're gonna put them in your bag.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll call that tank.
13.
Oh boy. Yeah, you reach down and you just like scoop a whole one into your bag.
It is a small opening, so it's little. Gotta expand.
Yeah, at that, the rest of them scream and run away. they're like, no, they're gonna take us. Monsters.
I'm not a monster. I'm trying to save you, you fool.
That,
So
that
that-
food was kind of weird. It didn't seem like it wanted me to eat.
Mongo, I don't
Add
think those were
collective
food.
meeples. Add collective
What?
meeples to your bag.
Not everything that talks
I
is
require
food.
one of those
I'm talking.
fighting
Do you
things.
think that I'm food? What?
I mean, your food,
I mean, technically.
Yeah,
but
in some places.
Logically, well, let's not get caught up in the logic.
my mom and pa told me to eat anything.
So, how
that
do you
I
spell the
can
meeple?
So I can be a strong
M-E-E-P-L-E.
and beautiful boy.
While you think on that, I'm gonna go over and inspect this lovely little board they were throwing
They
at.
did tell me the
Yes.
rules while they were pelting me with these darts.
You can collect the dartboard and the darts to have a full dart game set if you want it.
I want them.
Okay, so that would be one item.
Mhm.
Do I
collectively.
pull the? Is that dart still in my
Yeah,
head?
you could pull the dart out of your head and add it. There's like a fountain of blood.
I'm just gonna hold that steel right there. Get back in that blood.
And I want my hammer back.
Pick up your hammer.
And here's your sword.
Here's your sword, good chum.
Good switch.
I have a sledgehammer also. If you want to try to use that.
How's the situation with the fire?
You look back and you see like a blaze headed back towards the road.
Hey, at least you got your campfire.
Yeah.
I'll take my sword and stick a piece of bacon on it and walk over to the big giant bonfire and just try to cook it.
Yes. You can.
Oh.
Sizzles, cooks. Smells like maple bacon.
Oh
Maple
my
bacon.
god. That's so good.
I say, old chum, what you have going on over there?
Jacob, you need to make maple bacon.
I love maple bacon.
The
Does
pile
it
of
taste the same as bacon, but when you put maple syrup on it?
Pretty
Because I do that
Kind of.
a lot.
Yeah.
But it tastes better.
Pull down my
I haven't
turtleneck
had
and I
bacon
go
in
up.
like 5 years, so
Bacon.
I don't know.
We need to have
Bacon.
stick the bacon in you.
I mean, I'm vegetarian, so
Oh,
it's
Hey,
willing.
what about vegetarian bacon? Is that a thing?
It's not good. So
Oh.
it's horrible. Anyway, what were we saying? I got distracted.
I'm
by
gonna jump in a pile of meeples like you do to a pile of leaves in the fall.
Okay. Yeah.
The vegetarian gets
So,
distracted by bacon.
the one collective of people. Can I
Yeah.
just like just start talking to him?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, how you doing?
More food!
Yeah.
Be like, no, Mungo.
No, Mungo, no!
I'm gonna try to restrain Mungo.
Okay. I mean, you can.
I
Yeah.
know. It's like, I know my face isn't very friendly looking, but I mean you no harm. I tried to save you from the dumb one.
Yeah, he tried to save you from Phineas.
Let's just let him keep thinking that.
So we just wanted to play darts.
We could
Wait,
still
a
play
foosball?
I only have one high pitch that I can do. My voice is too deep. That's my falsetto. That's it. I can't.
Your voice
really-
is too whiskey smooth.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the best.
I don't
one.
know where that name came from, I just do say, but something about your voice
You have an
sparked
un-
that
you have an
memory.
uncle, Wolfoos.
I love this more than Mothership.
Mothership is dead to us now.
Yeah.
No.
So, what else do you want to do?
Cook a
It's
banana.
now, except for the
Yes.
forest fire.
I
it's
want
dark.
to cook a banana.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do you have any sauce?
Sauce.
I want to do a bananas Foster.
Bacon juice. Bacon
Sure,
juice
why
is
not? Let's
sauce.
just drizzle
Oh,
some
yeah.
bacon grease all over it.
Or you could wrap the banana in bacon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's ecstatic.
Robin, make some bananas wrapped in bacon.
I say, this is quite scrumptious.
Like, yeah, you cook it and it doesn't stop talking. Like it doesn't die or whatever. It's just happy to be a banana bacon. It's just, I never thought I would be this delicious.
Yeah, I'm like, Phineas is going to nom right on that bacon
Good,
bacon
yeah,
banana.
It's delicious.
Tip top. Good job, Fergalburg.
I'll pull out my tea set because I have a travel tea set, and I'll sip my Kool-Aid flavored pitcher water out of the tea set.
Your little teacup with Kool-Aid in it. Mm. What's your tea set look like? Is it like a fancy, or is it like?
Oh, it's great. It's floral. It's
Uh-huh.
white. It's china.
Mm-hmm.
What is it made out of?
Very fine bone china. Probably will break.
I just
but-
I just stick it back in my duffel bag with all my
That looks very breakable. Should you not put the sword in there too?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Now stick it through the hole. Stick my sword through that hole.
Guys, that fire looking pretty big.
Yes.
It looking very warm too. I'm going to
Maybe we
huddle.
should get out of the woods.
Is the fire spreading toward us?
It's spreading in every direction.
That's how fire works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to command the fire.
Can you do that?
Can you do that?
Can you cast it more than once?
Yeah, until I fail it, and then it can't be used again. For
Oh,
one day.
well, rad.
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
And douse. I command you to douse.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work though, because that's a 6.
Yeah, no. A fire does not heed you.
I'll take my water and just splash it on.
Again, that does nothing.
I just realized we're all the dumb one.
Yeah.
You got the dartboard, right?
But yes.
All right, I'll grab me wood, the wood that I chopped, and let's go back to camp. We have camp, right?
No.
Camp is in flames.
There was no camp.
We were about to make one, but I just set the woods on fire.
If you want to look around for somewhere to take shelter for the night, you can roll a d6.
And the fire.
Oh, see what happens with that.
I rolled a corner.
Let's just roll it again. Damn, man.
A 6.
He just likes talking in that voice.
It's very hard to get out of the voice.
Yeah, you start walking around looking for somewhere to take shelter. You happen to see in the distance another small clearing, but floating above this clearing, you see a large, probably 10-foot wide, circular, flat rock just floating in the air, maybe 8 feet off the ground.
Well, that looks safe. Let's make camp under that rock.
So I'm going to tie. Is there anything that you could maybe latch onto on the rock? How high up is the rock floating?
It's about 8 feet off the ground.
So here's what I'm going to do. It's 10 feet wide, right? I'm going to take my rope, tie the end of the hammer, toss it over the rock so that it basically falls on the other side and maybe the rope kind of stays over.
All right, gents. 2 at a time.
So somebody else climb up the other side while I climb up one side.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Now go jump on the jump.
Oh, jolly good, Robert. Happy climbing to you.
And so I'm going to climb up one side while he climbs up the other.
So to make these physics work properly, you have to do it at the same time. So
1, 2, 3.
Let's get a d6 roll from each of you.
Oh, D6?
Yeah, and if you get the same number, you do it at the same time.
Goodness.
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
Oh, it's very close. You almost start at the same time, but then one side starts drooping down, and the rock kind of tilts a little bit, and then you could kind of correct. But as you're both climbing up, it's tilting more and more to one side.
I'll slow down for you. I know these muscles are too fast.
Somebody, come and grab onto one of the sides here, whichever one is tilting up.
It's your side. It's your side.
Somebody come help me!
I grab him and I try to throw him up onto the rock.
Make a tank check.
Wait, actually, so am I the one in danger? The rock is tilting toward me.
Oh, that's gonna be a goodness 9.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes!
You just toss him up.
Yeah, just toss him.
And then when he
vertically.
does that, all the weight shifts back because there's no balance on the other side. Robert just falls to the ground. The rope slips. So now Phineas is the only one on top of the rock.
I am king of the rock. Jolly good.
I'm going to pull my rope up in my in my hammer and be like,
y'all have fun now.
But I helped you.
Okay, Mungo. Well,
Yep.
just be very careful.
I'm going to let the rope down for Mungo
Okay.
and stay on the other side of the rock to try and balance it.
Okay.
All 280 pounds of Mungo gets on that
God.
rope.
Yeah, if you do that, you can, within reason, make that work. I won't make any more checks for that. So you guys can all climb up there if you want.
No. I'm kidding. Come on, everybody. Very good.
How big is this rock?
It's about 10 feet
So
wide.
how
Okay.
tall are we? Are we normal?
You're normal human size, so anywhere between 5 and
And how
7
high is the
feet.
rock?
It's 8 feet off the ground.
Can I jump on the rock and start climbing it?
Yeah.
I got them hops.
I want to wave my hand underneath the rock to see if anything will.
When you
happen.
do that, the whole rock falls on your head.
Yeah. No, nothing happens. It's just floating there.
I'll take a step under the rock.
Nothing happens.
I thought we were already under the rock.
No, we're on the rock. We're on top of the
Oh,
rock.
so I walked under the rock to get to the other rope. I didn't walk
Yeah.
Oh,
around.
yeah. Well, nothing happens
okay.
in any case.
Yeah, that's what I imagined. But do I roll a
We'll
d6
call
for my
that
hop
a-
check?
Well, no, it'll be 2d6. We'll call it a rogue because rogue is for parkouring.
Are we gonna die of asphyxiation because the whole
I
forest
got a
is
6,
flames?
4, plus 1, 11.
Yeah, you can do it.
I got them hops.
Fergalburg, here, take my hand.
I'll grab Phineas's hand.
I'm going to try to pull him up.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. I
All
won't
right.
make a check for that.
Look at that beautiful.
I so
distant
badly
fire.
wanted y'all to actually grab each other's hands there.
It's like instead of a
Take
morning
my-
sunrise, it's an after. It's like a midnight
And
fire.
Derek, here, take my other hand.
Okay.
Pull him up.
Okay, yeah.
So now we're all on the rock.
You're all on top of the rock.
Does
We're
it,
going to try to
start-
balance ourselves on the rock.
Yeah.
Does the
you
rock-
got to kind of
drop a few feet.
no, like a few inches, just like. But if you space
when you
yourselves
sit in a
out
car.
relatively evenly, it stays flat.
If we all sort of rocket around, we can start spinning like
No.
merry-go-round.
If we all start jumping, it's a trampoline.
Oh my.
Why don't we sleep? I'm a little tired.
I'm going to start jumping on the rock.
It's at this point that you hear thunder, and then it starts raining.
Everybody off the rock!
It just starts pouring rain.
Like
Everybody off
all
the
the
rock.
rain at once. Like
Yeah, it's like a torrent. It's like somebody.
I put the survival manual.
I'm gonna keep jumping on the rock a little bit. As it turns
I'm
into a
going to
trampoline?
leap off the rock and go under the rock.
Not with just one of you jumping. No,
Aw.
it's not enough.
I was
But yeah,
like,
you can go under the rock.
I'm under the rock.
Okay. And it starts putting the fire out because it's raining so hard. It's like almost painful how hard it's raining and how much.
Well, everybody else is on the rock. I'm
Yeah.
under the rock.
I'm gonna jump off
yeah.
Okay.
and get under.
You
the
break
rock.
your ankle. No. I'm-
I will jump down too.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys just spend the night under the rock, basically.
He's
What
not
you're
jumped
gonna
off the rock.
do? Or yeah, whatever.
I'm going to slide off the rock and let go so I don't jump off the
Yeah, you can do that.
rock. Just for safety. You wanna-
And if you spend the night in a relatively safe place, you get your hit points back.
Yeah.
Your health points, excuse me.
This voice is somewhat killing my voice.
Then stop.
No,
Right.
it's too good.
What was that piece of paper you got earlier?
There are spells, which you would have known if you'd read anything. But anybody can learn spells in this.
What was
Can
that?
I can just one
Mungo,
one spell.
Yeah.
come here for a
It's a
second,
level
old
one.
boy.
Is it
Okay.
fireball?
Can you read?
No, it's not Fantastic
Yeah.
Force either.
Here, memorize this.
I'm going to unroll it.
This,
I hold the scroll
the
upside
sheet here
down.
with the fancy border is all the spells.
I think I got it upside down.
Well, there's
Sorry.
like 3 pages, I think.
Oh.
But,
You've memorized Vivify.
Vivify.
yeah.
Now I'm going to roll that back up.
Okay.
Derek, do you have a spell memorized?
Yeah, I memorized one. I memorized arcane transcription.
It's very, very smart of you, Derek.
It took me all like 5 years to read that book.
Well, very good then. Jolly good.
Yes. Excellent. Okay.
I would imagine for us to be locked away for 200 years would be very naive.
Mungo's just naive in general.
I mean, that's the way you've been acting, so I mean, it tracks. Okay, you stay the night, wake up in the morning, fire's out, it's not raining.
Is the bacon nasty? Is
the-
it like kind of
like the bacon that you harvested?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably shouldn't keep it longer without cooking it, but it's bacon. I mean, you know.
I'm going to check on my bananas.
They were all asleep. You have to wake them up.
I'm gonna-
I say,
They say, it's breakfast time, breakfast time. Yeah, breakfast, eat me. Put me in cereal.
I don't have any cereal, but All right, one of you come here. Yeah.
Do they move on their own?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat one.
Says, yeah, do it.
I was about to say that'd be creepy. if
I'm
they
definitely
moved on
gonna
their
eat
own.
that one.
I was about to say that'd be creepy if they moved on their own. They'd just move themselves.
How many
to your
bananas
mouth
do
and
I
start
have
making
left?
them.
What?
How many bananas do I have left?
How many bananas are in a bunch? I don't know.
About 5.
5,
6 or 7, something like that.
So
All
you've
right.
eaten 2.
I've eaten 3, I think, at this point.
So yeah,
Okay.
you got 3 bananas left.
Three.
Okay. This is good to know.
6 hand, 7 hand, 8 hand. Bunch.
I'm just gonna eat a
Yeah.
ration.
Right?
Yeah.
Spring, leap up to 50 feet.
Yeah. And then if you don't land up there, that's kind of a problem. No.
I'm just gonna eat a ration
Okay.
for breakfast.
I'm gonna check my duffel bag to make sure I still have everything.
Yeah, it's all in there.
All right.
As he turns
I
away
know my spell.
from checking his duffel bag, I'm gonna grab
Summon weapon.
just a random item out of his duffel bag.
When you both go to look at when you go to look at your duffel bag, you actually see as you go to check it, there's a tiny little person wearing a little pointy hat, and he's sewing up your bag. And then you see him, and he goes ah, and poof, disappears.
I'll take off my hat and I'll look at it and I'll put it back on. Does he have like a pointy hat like mine with dots?
It didn't have dots, but it was like a conical pointy hat. Yeah, he had a little beard.
My ancestors.
So yeah, the hole is sewn up.
Wait, is it sewn up with the weapon still in it? Like, did you
Is it
ever
like
take the
is it
weapon
like
out?
a cool slot for the sword?
Yeah, he's like reinforced it. So you've got like a holster, like or like a what do you call it when you just put
A
it?
sheath?
A sheath?
It's not a sheath. The sheath is like
Yeah,
Scabbard?
but my blade's exposed, right?
yeah, like this.
Okay.
Yeah, the blade's sticking out the bottom,
Oh.
but it like could slide in and out now.
Yeah, it's called the pokey section.
Yeah, it's the pokey hole.
Like the
No way.
thing- All I can
Nope,
think of.
can't take it back now. It's the pokey hole.
What'd you take out of my bag?
I don't know. What did I take out of his
Put your
bag?
sword in the pokey hole.
That thing said that to me.
The
What
bag
just-
said that.
I mean, if your sword's not in there, it makes a perfect banana holder.
That's true. It's a nice banana holder.
I say, I've already got a good banana holder here.
I do too. It's my overalls.
God.
I talk about the pocket on the overalls. I can put a banana in there.
What have I done?
I'm not talking about my penis.
You've unleashed children unto a children RPG.
Yes. I guess it's going exactly like I wanted. Actually, it's great.
I say, chaps, what do you think we should do now? Does anybody see anything interesting?
Well, let's look at what we got. We got food.
Why don't we play
got
darts?
water.
You have the board.
And we have a board game. We've got everything we need.
Let's try to play the board game.
I think we should probably get more.
Yeah. I mean, you could go back to the path and see where that leads, or you could just tick around the forest, or
What do you think, Derrick?
I will scan the horizon.
Derrick don't know what he thinks. What do you think, Fred Burger?
Wahlburger?
Fred Burger?
So would I be able to see the black ash from where we recently burned down
oh
some
yeah,
of the forest?
yeah, you could follow that back to the path if you want.
They call it Blaze the Trail for a reason.
Can I take the rock?
This
Can we tie a rope around the rock and like a leash and take it with us?
you can certainly try.
Do you have rope?
I have rope.
He has rope,
This is my only rope,
but this could
Made
be
from my hair.
this could be
of which I have
travel,
quite a bit.
travelable.
This is your
shelf.
fantasy. I have so much.
Did you put hair gel
That's
in
not fair.
it? Did you put hair gel in it last night? By now, the hair gel will be done.
No, from experience, hair gel does not just go away.
But no, the water.
That's true. It would
I
be
have
a little-
great hold.
It would have like some flaccid spikes, maybe.
There we go. Like I know hair gel
Don't know about
sticks,
flaccid.
But what do you think? Should we take the rock?
Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna try to
Do
try
the
to
same thing.
yeah, same thing. Tie it to the rock and just start.
Come along, Rocky boy.
You know, if we set the rock out in the sun for a while and put the bacon on top of the rock, Can we smell what the rock is cooking?
Oh, no! That's not where I thought that was going.
But it went to a very good place.
Oh.
The rock falls on top of it.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah. Yeah, you can actually pull it. Like once you get it going, it starts moving. But then it carries momentum. So like if you stop, it keeps going in the direction until it hits a tree.
I got an idea. One person pulls, right? Everyone gets on top.
Yeah.
No, wait. And then when it gets momentum, we pull you up, and it's a car. There are cars.
Again, this is not where I thought it was going.
How would we steer?
Well, one person gets off and pulls in a different direction.
We could put our
We
body
could tilt
weight
the
to
rock.
It. Yeah. That's the smartest thing
Yeah.
to say.
Tilt the rock.
Just keep all of us on one side.
Because he said that, that's got to be a thing now. If you tilt the rock, it turns.
Yeah, sure.
A thing.
So you're all driving this rock into the forest?
yes.
Very haphazardly.
Yeah. You're like wanging off of trees left and right. Are you going to follow this path then?
We're going to try.
Yeah, you could do it. I'm not going to make you make a check for that. It's too ridiculous. It just happens. You follow this path for a couple of miles, maybe. You're making pretty good time on your floating rock car. And then eventually you see the forest opens up in front of you, and someone has cleared out a large area, and there appears to be a village here. And as you come careening in on a giant rock disc, you're like, oh, what's the Destructo disc? You're wearing the Turtle Hermit shirt. Yeah. You come in careening in on your Destructo disc. You see lots of people kind of gathered around, doing business, walking around.
Are these normal people?
I'm glad you asked. They all appear to be different shades of blue.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. I think we broke the referee.
Little window in a blue Corvette. Everything he sees is just blue. Inside and outside, blue is house with a blue.
little. Yeah.
They all take out machine. No, they're wearing like very like loose fitting clothing. They have,
Is it
some
all
of them
white?
have on turbans.
White turbans?
Yeah, like white.
Smurfs?
Kind of, not intentionally, but yeah, they all kind of look like Smurfs. You could say that.
I'm going to poke my head over the edge of the rock and go,
Hello down there.
Yeah, at this point, a crowd is gathering, and the people are all like different shades of blue. There's like kind of like almost lavender. There's like
Would you say there's 50 of them?
Are they carousing around because of the rock or because we started singing I Am Blue?
Yes.
I didn't know we had to sing in character. Hang on.
I'm blue, double G double.
You're gathering a crowd, and an old man walks up who is very deep, like royal blue. And he's got a big white beard and a turban on with a big jewel in the middle of it. And he walks up and says, "Welcome to Silvershire. What brings you and your fancy floating rock to our little sleepy village?"
I'm going to grab Mungo and be like, no,
that's
wait.
just
Yeah.
plummeting forward.
No, it's kind of come to a stop.
Okay.
It's lost momentum.
I say, old boy, we are in search of sustenance and drinkables and definitely some funables if you know of any.
Are you food?
I'm going to grab Mungo and say, no food, no eat.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, do you guys have any games?
So, well, I've already forgotten the voice I did. What happened? I don't even know. You guys are distracting me so hard.
Playback.
He'll say, we are just a simple village of demon worshippers. We don't have much to offer, but
Is demon worshipping fun?
Yeah.
oh yes, it's great.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
You
What
get
What
this
do you
demon
do?
do you worship? What demon?
Hasbro.
Whatever it was, it's Hasbro now.
He'll say, the Silver Star, otherwise known as Hasbro.
Does this Hasbro, what benefit do you get from your worship?
Oh, this cool blue skin.
That's
I
it.
started thinking I am
That's-
blue again.
That's it.
Do you need anything else? I think it's great.
How do I join? I want blue skin.
Well, you have to start coming to services, and you have to, perform as a community, and you'll have to drink colloidal silver.
I just.
Is that why only a certain few of you are different shades? Because you don't worship as well?
Yes, exactly. Some of us drink more colloidal silver than others.
I'm gonna leaf through my survival guide and just try to find a reference to colloidal silver
Yeah, make a squish check for me
with the bonus.
with the +1 for the manual.
So that is gonna be a 9.
9.
Yeah.
You look up like skin conditions and
Mhm.
silver and stuff. You know that actually ingesting colloidal silver for a prolonged period causes something called argyria, which turns your skin blue. It's a real thing.
Okay.
He says, "Would you like to join? You can start right now. There's just a small entry fee, and then you have to start selling the product to other people. You get credits based on how much you sell."
So it's like a nice, cool triangle.
We call it a triangle plan.
I'll hop off.
Fergalburg, restrain yourself.
I was about to hand him my tea set, and I'll just go, wait, what?
Sir,
Yes.
are you sure that you're just not poisoning yourselves?
Oh no, I'm as fit as a fiddle. I now have your accent. I don't know what.
I'm a black fit.
Maybe it's the silver after all. I need to rethink my life decisions.
What what color are his eyes?
Are those regular eyes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has green irises.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the lightest, bluest person I can find.
Like the least blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what do you get from worshiping the blue god, Hasbro, the blue demon god thing?
You find a young lady. She says, it's just like what we do here. And, I made a lot of friends in the community and, they offer childcare. And it's just something to do
We
on
found
Sundays.
we found the Easter and Christmas Hasbro worshiper.
Yeah. So,
Can you tell me more about the demon Hasbro and what they're like?
Oh, legend says they're like 50 feet tall. Got 6 goat horns and 12 eyes, and they like to eat people, but not us. They don't like blue people, so
Is that why you drink the silver?
Mm-hmm.
Silver's not food, right?
Well, I mean, it is if you eat it.
Okay, that's the sort of logic. We're losing him. We're losing him.
The logic tracks too much.
It makes you food too.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Does your object of worship provide you with any other boons?
Entertainment.
Well, there's an old abandoned toy factory out in the woods. If you're looking for entertainment.
Perhaps we should discover more about this toy factory and leave them to their Kool-Aid drinking.
Like this Kool-Aid? No.
Blue Kool-Aid. Yeah.
No, Mungo, this is a different.
Stick out my tongue, it's perfectly blue.
You stick out
I'm like
your tongue
one
and
here.
it's blue.
Yeah.
Then some of the people go, "Oh, we've never seen this before. He's got a blue tongue. Oh, blue tongue." And then some of them are like, "You must teach us your ways. How do you get the blue tongue?"
Just, I give him one of the seeds.
Plant this, give it plenty of water and plenty of sunlight, and it'll grow and it'll make blue water stuff. It tastes very sweet, and it'll make your tongue blue when you drink it.
The old elder with the deep blue skin takes it very reverently. "What can we offer you for this? What do you want? We'll give you anything we have. Gold, silver, jewels."
That person.
A lot of colloidal silver.
I like food.
Yes, would you like some colloidal silver?
No, I don't want any silver. I want food.
So, yes, of course. Feast! And then he like claps his hands. People start scattering around.
I was expecting no one to move.
And they start preparing like a feast.
Well, I suppose we can stay and partake.
Yeah.
But no colloidal silver.
Is all the food blue?
No. The food is just, as far as you can tell, looks
Bacon.
like regular food.
Bacon.
There's a lot of bacon. There's a
Bacon
roast,
wrapped turkey.
but it's just like bacon wrapped on bacon wrapped on bacon to look like a roast. There's a turkey that's made out of bananas.
And they're all going.
They're all yeah. As an appetizer, they pass around. There's like little bowls that look like they have
Waffles?
no. Looks like they have some kind of fruit in them. They're these like kind of like off-white colored kind of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to pick one up or look at them, it like rolls around and there's an eyeball floating in the fruit.
Would this count as an inventory slot if I stuffed it in my bag? Just one.
Just one?
Just one. I'm going to stuff one in the bag.
Okay.
I'm going to chug it down my gullet.
Like a bunch of these eye berries.
Yeah, the whole cup.
You just just eat these eye berries. They taste kind of like blueberries.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course they do.
these are good. Taste quite like that.
So,
that blue
I'm
drink.
blueberries are my favorite food. Like, so I'm gonna start eating them.
Yeah, they like pop them in their mouth and they kind of burst.
So are they like,
Juicy.
they're appetizers, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna start taking other people's.
They don't stop you. They're all just happy to have someone who has brought them the ability to have blue tongues.
With
They've never been able to do this before.
with my 7 siblings, I know how hard it is to get food, so I will immediately just ravage as much bacon as I can.
I'm just walking around with a platter of these.
I'm going
blueberry
to
bowls.
very daintily like take the silverware and utensils, spear a single berry, bring it to my
Oh yeah,
mouth.
and it's all silver utensils.
Yes. Spear it very daintily, put it to my cut off a little piece of bacon.
Wait, you eat a bacon with utensils?
You do if you're raised proper.
I'm gonna grab a handful of bacon.
So they start offering you guys. Of course, they offer you colloidal silver drinks if you want them.
No, I'm good.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
How do they taste? Can I take
How
a
does
tiny
it taste?
sip?
Yeah,
Well, you guys are all in for the demon worship.
I actually took
It's not demon
colloidal
worship, it's just
silver.
blue skin.
Kind of nasty.
Oh.
It's really bitter.
It's just them being stupid.
Yeah, it tastes like lemonade. Like they've tried to flavor it like something, but it does have that really bitter aftertaste.
Ooh.
I'm gonna wash it down with the blueberries. Now that I have like a platter full of them.
You just squeeze a
Yeah.
bunch of these eyeballs into the. You're just crushing eyeballs in your hands and putting them in the drink.
It's like a lemon in water.
Yeah. Then they also start offering you grain alcohol.
I'll take me some of that.
No.
You're too young.
And then the elder will say, "Yes, we get this from the stream that runs by the village."
Wait, you have an
You get-
alcohol stream.
Yes, it's a stream of grain alcohol.
Show me.
I'm going to. I again want to look up grain alcohol. Do we know what it is, or do we?
I mean, you would know what alcohol
Okay.
is like. You
Is it
could
kind, is it kind
If
of
we
like
bring
the
an-
stocky, like,
Everyone,
rice?
if we bring enough of that back to the village, we won't need to bring games. Everyone will be too drunk to care.
We're not gonna have
Got a
to.
Jolly
good
good.
point.
Can-
All we need is the darts
I'm
at that
a
point.
constructor. Can
Mhm.
I make in the future a rudimentary aqueduct for that alcohol?
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
Well, it would have to go up the mountain.
Or we could just have like a base at the bottom.
Well, I
of the
am a
mountain.
design apprentice. Perhaps I could design a
yes.
pump.
And I am a constructor.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
also a constructor.
Yeah, we could work on that in the future. We figure that out.
This one shot is now a campaign.
I'm going to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys have a good time, party, eat.
I only eat bacon and blueberry eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
When Mungo gets drunk,
Mm-hmm.
Mungo talks like a normal person.
Huh. He gets
wise-
smarter when
yeah.
he's drunk.
That's
So
kind of
about-
like that guy from The
About
Big Bang
4
Theory.
glasses in, Mungo's like, actually, well,
Wait, what? What
The-
is this?
the theory that the silver drink makes your skin turn blue comes from a scientific term. It's actually Algeria.
Sounds like a country.
And
Those doesn't.
all these blue people are brainwashed into believing. I'm doing this in private. All these blue people are brainwashed into believing that some deity is causing them to drink this drink, to making them turn blue.
I'll say, wow, and just keep drinking the cologne.
Yeah, if it's fun, what's wrong with that?
Well, that's the thing. What is fun, really?
I like balancing things with my knife.
As you guys, spend the night partying, having an intelligent conversation about the nature of fun and Argeria. And then when we come back, we'll go to the toy factory, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Not sure when this is going to be released. I'm just going to put that out there. But if you're listening to
when
it,
you're hearing this,
yeah, if you're listening to it, it's out. So also, we all drew our goons. And if you want to do your own goon adventure and everybody draws your goons, please take pictures of them, put them on Instagram or wherever, email them to us.
throw them on the Discord.
You gotta do a hashtag.
At hashtag,
Discord, yes.
hashtag show us your goons.
Yes, be sure to hashtag show us your goons. We'll be following that and we'll share all of them to our Instagram.
Need some
Check
gum?
out our affiliate, Found Familiar Coffee. They're delicious.
Yes, I say that is quite a capital idea. Yes,
If you go to foundfamiliar.com and enter the coupon code Charisma Check at checkout, you will get 10% off your entire order.
What are you doing? Click that link.
All right.
Please do.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die.
Little window in a blue Corvette. Everything he sees is just blue. Inside and outside, blue is house with a blue.